Hi, everybody. Okay, welcome to week 2 of the content for grade 9 academic e-learning. So I'm just going to go and show you what you should be working on this week. Okay, so here we have the home page of the course. So just a couple reminders. Any kind of permanent things will be posted in the news area. So there's not really much there right now. It's just reminding you to get the orientation done. And in the activity feed, it's more like daily things or just messages that I'll post about what's going on in the course. So I went away this weekend, so I didn't do anything on the course. And I'm back and I've responded to all the emails I've gotten over the weekend, so you should have received a response from me by now. And now I'm just going to talk to you about the content. So on Friday, I just posted kind of where you should be at with content and talked about due dates. And so just to reiterate this, due dates in the course are mostly suggestions. Okay, I can't stop highlighting that. There we go. They're mostly just suggestions so that you finish the course on time and so that it makes it easier for me when I'm marking the tests because then we're kind of all on the same page. But if you miss it by a day or two, don't stress about that. And you don't need to let me know like, hey, I missed the date, but due date by one day. That's totally fine. It's e-learning, so it's kind of flexible. And then email, I always get back to you the day of or the next day unless I'm not around for the weekend. So feel free to re-email me if you think I missed your email. And we've been having a major problem with people getting emails. So just a reminder, to get your email, do not go to the class list and email me through that. The best way to do email is to use this email icon right here, which takes you right to your Outlook mailbox. And I don't really want to show you all my emails. So anyways, so use this icon to get to your email. If you're like, I can't find any emails you're sending me, it's because you're not using this icon. And if you're not in the Hamilton Wentworth board, then you should have received a password. And if you didn't, then let me know and we will get it for you. Okay, so let's check out what we should be doing in the course. So go to the content. If you're someone that's like, I can't navigate this website, it's so confusing. Okay, well, ignore all the other icons and just go right to the content all the time. That's where everything is. So if you're in the content, the left side here is your kind of to-do list. So if you finish the orientation module, then the other modules will appear. If the other modules are not appearing, it's usually not a technical error. Usually it's you haven't actually finished the orientation module. So just to show you quickly, orientation module, you got to complete all these steps. If you miss a step, it won't open for you. So you have to email me, you have to post to a discussion topic, you need to read through all of these pages, and then you need to post something to the Dropbox. You need to post your personal success plan to the Dropbox, not share a Google Doc with me. And finally, you need to do the orientation quiz and score at least a 90%, so a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10. And then, once you have done every single one of those things, you should see course information, preparation module, and Unit 1 number sense and algebra pop up. Okay, so course information is just a bunch of text you can read over. The prep module was just kind of meant to be there while you're waiting for the course to start. So please, if you're behind, don't do that module. The actual course content is right here, Unit 1, number sense and algebra. So this is what you should be on if you're on track for the course. And you're just working your way linearly through this module. So like click on the first thing, it's operating with exponents. It's our first expectation. And then you just keep clicking on the content. So the first content page was evaluating expressions with exponents. So the first page is just a bunch of text and examples. So you can read through, oh, how do I evaluate 3 over 2 to the power of 3? You can see how that's done. And then there's some that you could try and then check your answers. Sorry about my formatting. And then we talked about negatives and exponents, which some people had a little bit of trouble with on the practice test, but hopefully you figured it out. And if you hate reading, then you could just watch this video on all of the above things by playing that video, and it will show you how to do all that stuff. Once you're done that, so I was suggesting you finish that on February 13th. Then you just go to the next thing. substituting into algebraic expressions. You read through the contents and the examples. There's algebra tiles if you're more of a manipulative type person, and there's like kind of virtual manipulatives that if you click on this link, that'll take you to. And if you want a video again on how to do all the above stuff, you can watch this video lesson that I made. And then if you wanted a worksheet with some practice questions, you could do this worksheet and it has answers. And if you want me to see that you've done it, feel free to email me your questions if you'd like, but you're not required to do that. And then finally, it takes you to the practice test. And for some reason, our whole class isn't showing up in the practice test. I don't know why. So back on the home page, I'm going to duplicate this page. So back on the home page, I did post another, let me just show you. I posted another practice test. So see the one I was just showing you, practice test for substituting into expressions. You go back to the home page, then I left another link, an extra practice test, in case you want another shot at the practice test, because some people did quite poorly just because they were making mistakes with negative values that they were subbing in, and negative value squared becomes positive, so some people are having trouble with that. So this is a link to an extra practice test. And if you feel like your name is missing from this link, so when I click on this, it takes me to a link and I can find my name in the list. I do not know why, but like some people's names are not showing up on this list. And I've been trying to fix it, but I can't seem to do that. So if you're finding that's happening, then there's another practice test here. And I can keep making them. They're quite easy. So if you find, oh goodness, my name's missing, then try this one. It's the same, just different numbers. And you just find your name. You could use student A, B, or C if your name doesn't happen to be there. Okay, so then once you're done the practice test, that's what we wanted to finish by Friday of last week. So we wanted to be there. So if you've completed the first 3 topics, you are on track. Good job. So then today's activity is investigating exponent laws. So on the home page of the course, sorry to flip back and forth a lot. On the home page of the course, if you scroll down to the calendar tool on the right, then it will show you kind of like the day's plan. So today, February 19th, your goal is to finish investigating exponent laws, content, and practice sheet. So that's kind of today's plan. So it's kind of like one topic a day to be on track. So today you're doing these, which you're welcome to, I don't know, print this out or write it in a notebook. Or if you have an iPad and you want to use Notability, then I put a link to the PDF of these tables. And you're just trying to figure out what the exponent law is for multiplying, power of a power, and dividing. And I'm going to add a video to this page too, because some people were asking for a bit of an explanation on how to do this stuff. Okay, so once you do this page, then you also want to take this exponent law quiz. So if you click on this link, it will take you to the quiz. Sorry, I'm a teacher, so it takes me to the actual edit button. But anyways, it will take you to the actual quiz, and you can take the exponent law quiz, which is just see if you figured out the exponent laws. And unfortunately, I've set this quiz to auto mark, so please pay no attention to your actual grade. I have to go through and regrade all of these quizzes. So I've had a number of emails saying, oh dear, I didn't do too well. Well, it could just be a formatting thing. So let me go through and remark them. I'm going to do that hopefully today or tomorrow. And then you should have your exponent law mark by tomorrow. And once you actually finish a quiz and you want to get some feedback, I want to be able to show you this, but I don't know. Okay, let me view as a student. We'll see if it works. You can go to the class tools icon here, and you can click on quizzes, and it gives you the whole list of quizzes that we have. And in this little drop-down arrow, it'll say submissions and reports. And if you click on submissions, unfortunately, I haven't tried this quiz, but it will give you access to be able to click on your quiz and tell you what you got, and you can look at your quiz and see what you got wrong and get some feedback. So normally, once you finish a quiz, you'll be able to look at the submission, and actually, once I've actually marked it, you'll be able to see what you got wrong. Okay, sorry, let me get out of this viewing as a student thing. Okay, so continuing along in the content. So the thing you should be, to be caught up, what you should be at is the investigating exponent laws and the quiz. So try to get that done today. And then for the rest of the week, we're doing a practice sheet on exponent laws here, and it has answers. So you could just try some of these as practice. And, oh, I put a link to the exponent quiz here too. Okay, so there's like 2 spots to access the exact same quiz. Okay, no big deal. Just 2 spots to get to the same quiz. Sorry about that. And then once you finish all that, you're just moving on to A2, manipulating expressions and solving equations. And you're just working your way through the content. So collecting like terms with algebra if you like manipulatives. Anyways, just keep going down through this. And you can work as fast or as slow as you want, but try to pay a bit of attention to my due dates so that you don't get behind. And then this thing is weird. I'm going to make another video on this, but I just thought it'd be kind of cool to work with people in this class, but also it's hard because everyone's at a different place in the course. So there's a bunch of EQAO questions that I've put on here, and they're all relating to algebra and number sense and exponents. So you're going to try to solve all of these, and then I'm going to assign you to a group. And in the discussion area of the course, you're going to see a group area. So in the number sense and algebra area of the discussion, you'll see something called Unit 1, Algebra and Exponent Problems. And everybody will have a group of about 4 or 5 students in their discussion area. So within the discussion board, you're going to kind of post, hey guys, I got 7 for this answer because I did this. So you're just going to kind of talk about how you did each of those questions. And as a group, you're going to try to come to a consensus on the answer to all of those group problems. So all of these problems, you want to get the same answer. And then once you've done that, you're going to upload all your solutions to a Dropbox. Hopefully that won't be too complicated, but we'll see how it goes. And then finally, you're going to do a test. So there's a Unit 1 algebra test that I suggested be done before March break. So your goal is to finish this entire unit by March break. And then we're going to move on to linear relations. So if you have any questions about the course, content, whatever you need, just please send me an email or try posting in the discussion board in the class lounge area, because then maybe someone else could get to you quicker than me. And there's the spot questions about the technical aspect, content questions. So whatever you need help with, you can feel free to post it in there. And that's it. Good luck in the course, and hope you guys had a great family day.